In the past few days, there's been a bit of a controversy in the footballing world, and this is to do with the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, and more specifically, the final of the tournament, which was played between Senegal and Morocco. So in this game, what ended up happening was Morocco were awarded a penalty, and then Senegal disagreed with this so much that the majority of their players just upped and left the field. I'm guessing they just went straight to the changing room or something, and then Sadio Mane ended up going to his players, bringing them back out on the field to play the rest of the match, and in the end Senegal ended up winning the game in extra time after Morocco missed the penalty. So here Senegal then were obviously AFCON champions. However, the controversy now comes because Morocco have now been awarded the 2025 AFCON championship, and this is basically because of a couple of rules in the actual AFCON rules themselves. So what would have ended up happening here was Morocco would have filed some sort of complaint to whatever board oversees AFCON, and then obviously this board would go and look at their complaint, they'd look into what they were complaining about, and then they've now made a decision to actually overturn the final and give it to Morocco, giving them the 2025 AFCON. And this is a massive controversy because a lot of people actually disagree with this quite a lot. However, when you go to actually look at the rules of AFCON, technically Senegal did violate Articles 82 and 84 of the rules. So in Chapter 35, Article 82, it states, if for any reason whatsoever a team withdraws from the competition or does not report for a match or refuses to play or leaves the ground before the regular end of the match without the authorization of the referee, it shall be considered the loser and shall be eliminated for good from the current competition. The same shall apply for the teams previously disqualified by the decision of the Confederation of African Football. It then goes on to state in Chapter 35, Article 84, the team which violates the provisions of Articles 82 and 83 shall be eliminated for good from the competition. The team will lose its match by 3-0 unless the opponent has scored a more advantageous result at the time when the match is interrupted. In this case, the score will be maintained. The organising committee may adopt further measures. So it is clear from this that Senegal clearly violated multiple rules of the AFCON competition that specifically stated if you break these rules you will be disqualified from the tournament and you will forfeit the game. So Senegal walking off the pitch like they did literally triggers a forfeit. No matter what the score is, no matter what happens, they left the field without the provision of the official. The official did not say they could leave the field and they just walked off. So that automatically triggers a forfeit. So technically, Morocco are the rightful champions of AFCON. However, a lot of people thought that penalty decision was really soft, and a lot of people suspected that the officials are trying to rig the game for Morocco. Even if that is true, what you need to realise is you can't just go and break the rules and expect it to be ignored purely because you think the game's being rigged here. I do see where they are coming from. Clearly, if the opposition is getting favourable decisions and a lot of the favourable decisions are going against you, it's going to be frustrating. But once again, you can't just up and leave the field and expect there not to be consequences. You've literally walked out of a game before it's concluded and you haven't been given permission to. And I know the entire team didn't just up and leave. I know it was like most of the team, and Sadio Mane actually went up and got his team back. However, this is made a lot more controversial now because the game was allowed to continue after this. The best way they could have resolved this was the official calling the end to the game because Senegal walked off the pitch. Then you're not going to have Senegal be awarded the AFCON championship and then have this happen a few months later. It would have been a lot better if the game was called there because of Senegal walking off the pitch, because now Senegal have been technically named the champions. Now it's been stripped, and that's just a really big kind of way for a controversy to kick off. But overall, however you see this, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot dismiss the fact that Senegal broke the rules, and those rules clearly state in Articles 82 and 84 that if these rules are broken, it's a forfeit, the team loses the game and they're kicked out of the tournament. You can't just ignore those rules because you like the team. Like, that's literally just how it goes. It doesn't matter how well Senegal played throughout the tournament or even in the final. It doesn't even matter if the game was continued, which it actually was. Morocco, by the rules, are the champions of AFCON. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on this. Obviously, I went through a couple of the articles that Senegal technically broke. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think Senegal should retain their championship, or do you think it should have gone to Morocco? Also, if you liked the video, leave a like, and yeah, thank you for listening, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.